And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Ham Productions presents
J&M, Solve the World.
Alcohol Review.
I am James.
And I am Matt. And with us tonight for a special Memorial Day alcohol review, give it up, the one, the only, Andrew!
Yeah, I get the crickets every time. I don't understand that why, but, you know. Okay,
It's your adoring fans.
You said it wouldn't be the same without the crickets.
That's right.
Right, you know.
You have said it several times. And
We have recorded proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He would know that.
Yeah, since he listens to every episode.
Of course. So tonight, we're going to do a little something special.
Spatial.
Yes. Now, we have tried one of many flavors offered by MB Roland Distillery in Pembroke, Kentucky. It is a veteran-owned and operated distillery. The only distillery in America named after a woman.
Right.
MB is his wife's name, Mary Beth, and Roland is her maiden name.
Okay.
And it just has a distillery name, MB Roland.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great.
Keep rolling.
Exactly. But tonight,
What do you have?
Tonight we are going to sample MB Roland's St. Elmo's Fire Moonshine. And I'll put up the picture right about now. Now, what's special about this is not only does it have cinnamon, it also has a touch of cayenne pepper.
Ooh.
And you'll notice that we have ice in the glasses.
Tomorrow may be fun exiting.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to dump a little bit in here.
Oh, shit.
Dump a little bit in here. And dump a little bit in here.
I want to suggest about half of that, and then
Well, I mean, okay, so we're going to leave it. We're going to let it set. We're going to let it chill, if you will.
Sit and ferment.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you know.
We'll go with that.
no, I think it's already fermented.
Yeah.
Ferment, chill out, you know.
So,
Breathe.
I was just, this last week, I was down in Tennessee, and I got to do, I got to hang out with some old brothers and sisters of mine from 20 years ago. We had stood up a unit before going to Iraq. And there was a lot of laughs, a lot of tears, and a whole lot of drinking.
Right.
Turned on quite a few people to some of the drinks that we have developed here on J&M Solve the World.
Right.
The midday snack was a huge hit.
Nice.
And something that I don't think we have done it on the podcast. It's a working title right now, but I'm going to call it White Peanut.
White peanut.
Yes.
Okay.
You've had it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people down in that came to Tennessee, they've had it, and yeah, I've brought people on to the finer things in life.
There you go. And turn them on to the podcast.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many. Well, no, I do know how many business cards I handed out.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got a real close buddy of mine, Steven Johnson. He has these cards that he's going to develop for us. He's got them for himself, and it's got all this contact information on it. And
Right.
you just touch the phone.
Ah, nice.
So I'm going to get with him, and we're going to develop.
Does it have to be an iPhone or
No.
works on
It
Android too, huh?
yeah.
Nice.
It's just in two different spots. For an iPhone, it's up towards the top of the phone. For the Androids, it's down towards the bottom of the
Okay.
back of the phone.
Cool.
And it'll insert all the contact information, which of course for us would be our YouTube channel, our Spotify channel, and wherever else you get your podcast.
Right.
So without further ado, let's give this the first try here. Salud.
Salud. It's okay until you breathe.
Definitely got a little bit of heat there.
Oh yeah.
But I'll say this. It's not bad.
No. A friend of Andy's and mine, he doesn't actually distill the moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
He gets it from another guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he adds flavors and stuff.
Right, right.
And this reminds me a lot of his apple pie almost, because it's got a cinnamon to it.
Yeah.
You know how apple pie, you've got you bake it and you got cinnamon on top and everything, and
If you bake it properly.
right. But I mean, it reminds me of that. I'm not saying it's a
Yeah.
but it's almost got. Of course, we just had supper and everything, and so that one there was a cleanser. But with everything I've had going on, it's got almost an apple pie with a lot of cinnamon to it.
I now wish I would have got a bottle of the apple pie.
Right.
Oh. Andy, your first reactions.
I'm thinking it's more like a hot damn.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a minute since I've had a hot damn, but
It's not quite Devil's Devil.
no.
It's got a little bit more burn to it.
I don't know.
Not
I don't know that. Well, maybe it's the proof. What proof is it?
I don't know. 100 proof.
100 proof. Okay.
So it is stronger.
It is the
Devil's
yeah,
Devil.
and it is moonshine and not a whiskey bourbon.
Correct. Cinnamon and cayenne, St. Elmo's Fire. MB Roland, double pot distilled. So the cool thing about them, and like a lot of distilleries, you can do a tour.
Right.
Now, the way that they distill is exactly like moonshiners did it back in the day, only on a larger scale. Now, when the mash and everything goes in the barrel, the big tub and everything, for bourbon and shine and everything, it's in a round tub.
Right.
MB Roland does it in a rectangle tub like scotch.
Okay.
The reason why they do that, the tub was cheaper.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. They got a cattle trough somewhere.
I mean it's all aluminum, and then of course the pots that they distill from are, they're copper, and they use fresh spring water. They're kiln. No, it's not a kiln, but where they heat it up to start getting the vapors and everything. It gets so hot that the propane tanks have to be outside.
Yeah.
And they walk you.
All that mash starts percolating and doing its thing. It gets rather warm.
Yeah.
So.
And then they just walk you through, and then the room that it really starts to ferment, and it releases all that CO2 and everything. Even though they've got respirators and everything like that, nobody goes into that room by themselves.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Put you on the floor.
Put you into that permanent dirt nap.
Right.
with any length of time in there.
Right.
So, it's well, shit. It's time to let's finish her off.
It's time.
Salud, gentlemen.
It sure done a number on this ice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is definitely something you got sitting in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, for instance, for yourself, you pull your car in the garage, it's 20, 30 degrees outside.
Right.
You got the refrigerator out there in the garage. You walk up, you get your pull, warms you up.
Right.
Before you walk out of the garage and the few steps to the house.
Right.
I
just gets that old internal furnace going a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Unless you're Andy.
And he's got that going
24/7.
24/7, 365.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well,
Which I'm really surprised he's not sweating yet.
Right.
Well,
he will be after that drink.
give me time,
Yeah.
That's the reason I left the last podcast.
I can see it starting to beat up on his head a little bit now from that shot.
Well,
Well, Andy, what would you give the MB Roland Cinnamon Cayenne St. Elmo's Fire Moonshine?
we doing halves?
Nope. Whole
Okay.
numbers.
1 through 10. That's why we're doing 10, so we can have plenty of break-offs there.
Well, I'd give it about 9.
You're going to give it 9.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. Why a 9?
Well, it reminds me of the, hot damn.
Okay.
Very similar to that.
Right.
It's not hot damn. Hot damn's a
cordial.
It's a schnapps, isn't it?
Yeah.
liqueur or schnapps or
Yeah.
whatever.
A little sweeter.
Yeah. The hot damn is.
But
sweeter.
that's close to that.
Okay.
That's why I give it a 9.
Okay.
Now, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what I did.
That's your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can take that away from you.
Exactly.
James,
I'm not gonna give it that high. I'm gonna go with the 7.
you're going to go with a 7.
There's a flavor in there that I'm not. I mean, I definitely taste the cinnamon. I think I can taste the cayenne.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think I can feel the cayenne more than anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But there's a little bit of a technical term, a wang in there. That's, I mean, yeah, like you say, cold winter day. And
Yep.
Taking a pull on that would be fucking great. I'm not saying that, but I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay. Now, that wang that you're probably tasting, that's probably the full-on shine.
Probably so.
because I mean, there's a lot of companies that claim they have moonshine,
Right.
but
And I've had moonshine that was
yeah,
made here local.
yes.
You know.
Now, the stuff that like made out of Grandpappy Still,
Right.
yeah, some of that stuff will make you go blind.
Right.
But of course, this is regulated, but it's still made the same
100,
way.
180 proof.
Right.
Right.
But 100 proof, legalized moonshine.
Yep.
With that cinnamon and that cayenne.
Moonshine is legal in Missouri. You can produce. I forget. I think it's. I just read this the other day. It's like 100 gallons per year, as long as you don't sell it.
Right.
It's made for your own consumption.
Right.
You can give it away all you want.
There you go.
You know, I mean, I've had it years ago. A friend of ours over at Greenfield used to bring it out to the Southern Star, and it was in like pint Jack Daniels bottles. And I tried to buy some from him one night, and he goes, "I can't sell it to you, but I'll give you one." I'm like, "Okay."
No, don't let me get this alcohol for free.
Yeah.
Well,
In fact,
yep.
the first time I tried that, like that was when I was working at the Southern Star. I went outside to check and make sure no shenanigans was going on in the parking lot. There was guys standing over there by a car, and I walked up and said, "What's going on?" And said, "Here, you need to try this." Okay. And he gave it to me, and it was a pint Jack bottle. And I knew right away it wasn't Jack because it wasn't brown. So I took a pull on it. And they go, "You might want to chase it with this." And he handed me a bottle of Hot Damn to chase it with. So, that was probably the taste I'm getting here.
It could be.
It
Could be.
was that straight shine chased with Hot Damn.
Yeah. I'm going to meet you guys in the middle.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with an 8.
Nice.
It does have that hot damn flavor like Andy's talking about, but it's missing that over sugary flavor, which I don't really care for.
Yeah, you don't feel like this is going to give you diabetes after one drink.
Just got diabetes.
Diabetes.
But,
Diabetes.
yeah.
Diabetes.
But, at the same time, it's not our cinnamon.
It's not Devil's Devil.
No, it's not. But, again, that's 100 proof.
Right.
Devil's Devil is 66.
Yeah.
But 17, 24.
So you're an 8.
Yeah.
He was a 9.
Yeah.
That's
You're
15,
7.
9.
24. Yeah.
Okay. So we got a 24 out of 30 on the MB Roland St. Elmo's Fire. If you would like to see the previous MB Roland alcohol review we did, excuse me, you'll have to go back and look for the mint julep, which I can say this. The second time I ever drank mint julep, I was swimming in a pool with a person of the opposite sex not related to me. And the person of the opposite sex not related to me somehow came out of her clothes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn it.
So you're saying it was a real panty dropper?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And with this one here, I could say it probably would be.
Yeah.
But, being
100 proof,
yeah.
kind of like the old 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor.
Yes. But, for a veteran-owned and operated distillery to be showcased on a Memorial Day week alcohol review, I think it's pretty damn good. It's not, they're not a big national brand like Bullet, which Bullet is still pretty good. And I got this straight from the distillery, not from anybody else, and you guys
Right.
saw that I opened it right here on the on camera.
No
But-
flavors or additives added after we got the bottle.
No, the only thing we did was we poured it over. I
Pour
poured it
over
over ice
Yep.
to cool it down, because I did my best Smokey and the Bandit, westbound and down with a whole bunch of liquor.
Yep.
And if I would have got stopped, I would have been fucked. Not because of the unopened bottles, but because of the 8 open bottles that were in my
Right.
bag. But there you go, folks. A 24 out of 30 for the MB Roland St. Elmo's Fire.
Give it a try.
You have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents
J&M. Solve the world.
Alcohol Review.
I have been James.
And I've been Matt. And on behalf of Andrew, you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.